Well, I was going to show you what I'm working on today, since I was just expecting a rainy afternoon today to work on scrapbooking. Excuse the background noise. We're actually under a tornado watch, and there's been confirmed tornadoes just due south of us. So I don't know if I'll get to finish this project today, but this is what I started on. I wanted to start storing my Nestabilities, and I saw so many wonderful ideas. Arlene with My Butterfly Kisses 12 had a really nice journal that she made, but instead of doing it that way, I decided to use a notebook I already had, because this is like a zipper binder, so nothing is going to fall out of this. This is a work in progress. I'll show it, I'll video it again when I finish. But this is what I've started so far. This is my labels 4, and I still need to put the smaller ones in it. These are some of the circle ones that I've done so far, and what I did was I just laminated some plain black cardstock, 8.5 by 11, through my Your Story machine, and then I layered the Nestabilities, and I also, laminated those guys as well. So on this one I used strips of magnet on the back of these. And so as I finish these up, I will post more videos, but I'll show you what I'm using. I found these at Hobby Lobby for $2.99, and they're perfect. There's one sheet of 5 by 7, 2 4 by 6, and 2 2.5 by 3.5. And see the magnet strength? This is strength 2. Strength 1 just wasn't working for me. It was just too light, and I felt like my metal dies were just going to fall off the page. So this strength, it's not too heavy, yet it holds the dies really, really well. So I recommend strength 2. For the strips, whenever I used the strips, I've been using a magnet strip like this. And this one I found at Joann's, and it's by Doris, and I'm not sure what the magnet strength is on this one, but it's even stronger than these here. It's even thicker than that. So for some of my bigger dies, I used that. Let me see. Yeah, see, like for these grand Nestabilities, I used the strips, and I have the classic ovals that I'm going to put here in the middle as well. So all I'm doing is just stacking them all in here, and they fit very nicely. So my goal, weather permitting, today is to finish binding all of the Nestabilities that I have and labeling them. The other nice thing about this particular zip-up binder is that it has a nice big pocket in the front. So in the front, here's the pocket here, I'm able to save all of my Nestabilities cards and everything. So I already know what I have, and potentially the idea is not to double buy anything. We'll see how that goes. So that's the plan, and as I finish this up, I will do a summary video in the end. Thanks for watching. Well, I never did get to finish my project that night. We did have all those tornadoes touch down here in North Texas, and one of them, the one that was all over the Weather Channel that had picked up all those 18-wheelers and thrown them all over the place, that rotation was over our house for about an hour. So we had tornado sirens for a solid hour. Thankfully, it did not touch down in our specific area. We're about 15 minutes north of where that happened, and it was just an entirely crazy 5 hours of sirens and tornadoes. So I finally got to finish this, working on my album. So I just put it in this 5-star album that I've had, and what's nice about it is it has this front pocket that allows me to store all of my Nestabilities covers. So I have all of those in here, and it has the instructions, and also I have one from MFT stamps.com. So I did go ahead and keep that in here because it has the instructions on how to use it with the Big Shot and all of that. So all of that is in here. And then what I originally had this binder for was it stored things like when I was first starting to do scrapbooking and I wanted to save things for a page layout. So like everything that went on a page layout, all the embellishments for that one page would all go into one pocket. So this is just an empty pocket, and I figure as I get the Nestabilities, if I don't have time to put it nicely in the binder, I can just slip it in here and then organize it later. This is a list of everything in here so far, so I can just have a quick reference guide in the front. So what I did was, this is actually two sets. This is the Nestabilities Labels 4 as well as the Grand Nestabilities Grand Labels 4 put together, and I laminated everything. That way I could see the true size, because on these images here, these are not true to size. These are not real scale, and neither are these. So that's why I decided to go ahead and cut them out so I can see what they look like full size and what would fit best on a scrapbook layout or on a card. Then, sorry, this glue is still a little wet. I just moved that. Okay, so on this other side is where I have it on magnet strips. So for this particular one, I decided to do 3 magnet strips, and it holds really well. Those are not going anywhere. Then I have the 3 sets of circles. These are the lacy circles, standard circles large, and big scalloped circles large. Those are on 2 strips of magnet each. Then over here I have the pennants, the nested lacy pennants and the regular nested pennants. And those are like on sheets. I think these are 4x6 magnetic sheets that I had shown earlier. Those are what I use some of those sheets for. So even though they're smaller than this, it's okay because the majority of the object is being held on with the magnet. This one here is the Rose Creations by Donna Salazar. I also want to get the Carnations one, so that'll go there. And that's a 5x7 matte magnet. This one is the Classic Heart, and I want to get the Lacy Heart or the Scalloped Heart, so I'm going to save room for that there, and maybe some other specialty shapes I like. This one is actually one of those little wallet size magnets, and it fit perfectly. This is one of those that if you stack them all, they tend to overlap, and then they don't stick very well. So this one I just kind of scooted off to the side, and it has plenty of magnet to hold it in place. And then the little one is in the corner. This one is actually 2 sets. It's the Classic Ovals Large and the Grand Ovals. So I layered all of those together and laminated those. And so then on the back, I used 2 strips, and it holds in all those ovals. This side is that big package that I got at Joann's for $39.99 of the petite ovals, large and small, of the scallops as well as the regular. So for these, because of the way the ovals are shaped, they kept popping off. So I really needed to do full. So if you use a full 4x6 mat, that's really ideal for each one of these ovals, and they're not going to go anywhere. And then this is the lacy ovals. And that one doesn't have as many dies, so one of the magnets for the wallet size fit just fine. And then this is the My Favorite Things Dynamics die. I just love this. This is the crochet, faux crochet border. And so what I've done here is I've used a 5x7 mat, and I'll just line up more as I collect those. This is the long classic rectangles as well as the classic squares large. And there's a couple of other embellished square ones that I'd like to get. And those are just held with, this is the wallet size one, and this one I think is a trimmed 4x6 mat. And then over here is the fancy tags as well as the grommet tags, and I can fit 2 more sets of those. There's one set I know I definitely want to get, so I already put a magnet down for it, and here's a couple of extra sheets. So I hope that gives you some ideas. I think last year it was, is it Arlene? My Butterfly Kisses 12. She had made one with paper, and she actually bound it, and a lot of people did it that way. And then others were using binders like this. So for me personally, this works the best because I'm able to close it all up. It's all in one binder. I don't have to make multiple binders because of the weight. And then this one also zips. So if anything falls out, it is going to be in this binder. I'm not going to lose a die from it being in a loose leaf binder of any sort. So I really like how it turned out. And I wanted to show why I ended up starting my collection again. I actually found this paper stack probably a couple of months ago now. Maybe it was last month. I don't remember. But it's really neat because it has on here Spellbinders, what's it called? It's called Compatibilities. And what it does is this really, it's been out a while. I think it came out last year. But you can use a Zutter if you want, or you can use these Spellbinders dies. So of course, those are the Spellbinders dies I had to buy. And then it has the matching sheets in here. So let me show you one. Here's one here. So you have the scallop pennants, and then it also has the lacy ovals. So this paper coordinates with it really well. And it also has, where'd it go? Here they are. These flowers, those Rose Creation flowers by Donna Salazar. It already has them there, so all you got to do is use the die and cut them all out, and you have the flowers to match the paper. So I got this paper stack really cheap, and I know I won't use it all, so if you're interested, private message me and we'll see what we can work out. I'm not going to charge a lot or anything like that. It's just I know I won't use all of this. And if you don't have those dies, I'll go ahead and cut those out for you as well. So anyway, that's why I started really organizing my Nestabilities, because I have so many now. And I really love these type of paper packs that have the compatibilities. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.